AI just took a website from 2008 and turned it into something that looks like it belongs in 2026. This is the coolest thing I have seen AI used for. A startup called Ploy took a website from 2008 and redesigned it for today, not just slapping new colors on it, actually understanding what the old site was about and rebuilding it from scratch with modern design, animations, and layout. The creator of this startup co-founded Webflow, which powers around 1% of all websites on the internet, and now he is back with something even bigger. Ploy is an AI-powered website and marketing platform built by Bryant Chu, the co-founder and former CTO of Webflow. It is currently in the latest Y Combinator batch. The premise is that your website has traffic and data, so Ploy builds an entire marketing platform around it. It connects to your analytics, your CRM, and your search console to optimize your marketing while you sleep. It helps you run ads, find customers, write website copy, and most importantly, get found by ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Claude for AI-driven search. The demo that went viral on the Y Combinator Litecoin podcast showed Ploy redesigning Gary's old startup website from 2008 called Postorius. It was a simple blog-by-email service with Gmail buttons and a dated layout. They dropped the old site into Ploy, told it to recreate the site, and within seconds Ploy produced a fully modern redesign with animations, clean typography, and a polished layout. The hosts on the podcast were genuinely stunned. One said he had no idea what the original site even did until the redesign made it clear. Ploy did not stop with one example. It also redesigned Scribd from 2007, which was described as YouTube for documents, and Automatic, which was software for small businesses to sell online and manage eBay auctions. For each one, Ploy went to the Wayback Machine URL, understood the contents, understood the context of the business, and then redesigned it for the modern era. The Automatic redesign even generated interactive product mock-ups and a dashboard that the original creator said he actually understood for the first time. Under the hood, Ploy uses something called the Design Slurper. It is a purely deterministic method that takes an existing website and creates not just a design system but every component that belongs on the site. Bryant Chu said they spent about $750,000 worth of tokens to create this feature. The Slurper asks you what is important, imbues that into its memory, and in about 75 seconds it has slurped the existing site, recreated all the components, and refactored everything into a responsive, modern website. That is the equivalent work of a team of 3 to 5 engineers working for a week. One of the biggest criticisms of AI design is the look of AI slop, where everything starts to look the same. Ploy calls itself anti-slop. Bryant Chu explained that models tend to default to the same left-hand rule with rounded corners, and there are so many AI tells in web design now. Ploy eliminates most of them by using guardrails, prompts, and steering to reflect the specific brand essence of each business. The analogy he used was Andy Warhol, where the models are the factory for human creativity, not a replacement for it. You need expertise to know what to do with this boundless intelligence. When this was posted on the artificial subreddit, reactions were mixed. One commenter wondered what the Space Jam website would look like redesigned, saying it used to be the coolest thing back when they were a kid. Another said it would have to be Zombo, the mysterious voice behind Zombo, calm, but there was also real skepticism. One commenter asked what is so impressive about this and said the video feels like an ad. Another pointed out that literally hundreds of companies are doing exactly this. And some asked the sharp question, okay, but now show someone using the sites, like logging in or creating an account. The last thing we need, one commenter wrote, is prettier websites with no better or clearer content. The broader theme of the YC Litecoin interview was the age of the 40-year-old solo founder. Bryant Chu argued that AI is one of the great equalizers. In the past, the best founders had to be super deep in technology, design, and marketing. Now, with tools like Ploy, even someone who is nearly nonverbal and an incredible coder can build and market a product on their own. The host described it as cloning yourself, but instead of cloning once or twice, AI lets you clone yourself hundreds of times, each with your taste and skills. It takes a while for a startup to catch fire, but now you can stand outside with a magnifying glass under the blazing sun and focus all your experience into something that catches fire. So what does this mean? AI website design is no longer a gimmick. Ploy is currently in the Y Combinator batch, and about 12% of that batch is already using it. The tool can integrate with 50 different tools, connect to your codebase, your analytics, your CRM, and even draft emails based on who is visiting your site. It is essentially a company brain for marketing. The limiting factor is no longer building the website. It is knowing what to tell the AI to build, and that is exactly what Bryant Chu has spent 2 decades learning. I want to hear from you. Which classic website should AI redesign next? Drop your pick in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe and I will see you in the next one. I want to hear from you. Which classic website should AI redesign next? Drop your pick in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe and I will see you in the next one.